Alright folks, what I have here are a couple of Dell Inspiron 600M notebook computers. This one right here is an Intel Centrino processor in it, which basically like my Intel chipsets, the wireless card, plus the CPU, which is low power consumption. However, it doesn't have like a lot of instruction sets like PAE. And this one is fully functional. Hard drive works in it without a problem. Now check to see how much memory this thing has. It has like a gig and a quarter of memory in it. And I swapped my optical drives around. This one now has a DVD burner in it. This one has a CD burner DVD ROM drive combo in it. Both of these have the ATI Radeon 9000 mobility, which is 32 megabytes. Originally, these things came with 512 megabytes, but this person upgraded the memory in it. This one is in much better shape than this one is, except for the keyboard and the little buttons here are starting to fade away, but I can easily swap those out. That's right, but this one is like more abused. As for this one, when we looked at it, the hinge is chafed, like it snapped in half, like it broke off the top end. This one has 512 megabytes of memory in it, Celeron mobile processor, which I loathe entirely. Not quite fond of Celerons, and those things are high power consumption, but they have like a lot less cache than this particular one does, and their performance is really crap. But it does have a Radeon 9000 in it, which is nice. And this one has a 60 gigabyte hard drive in it, which of course is either cooked or not working properly. I did take the battery out and put it into that one right here so I can get that charged. And this one is fully functional, but no, that actually does work. It shows the battery life, which is nice. And of course, you can see there are two doors here. This one's for memory. This one is for the wireless card. This one comes with a Broadcom card, whereas this one comes with the Intel one. And both these do have gigabit Ethernet and modem. Let's take a look at the back end of this thing here. Two USB ports, S-video out, modem, Ethernet, parallel port, VGA, serial port, the charger port. And over on this side is one card bus slot. And this one is the slot cover in it. Of course, you got the microphone jack, the headphone jack, this is the hard drive bay. And this is how you get the laptop screen open, but of course with the hinge broken on one side, it is a pain in the neck. What I'm going to be doing with this one is I'm going to be turning it to a half top so I can just hook up an LCD display to this thing externally and use it as either as a Linux machine or as a printer server. But it depends on the hard drive's condition, which of course is probably really not good, because I tried putting it to Linux and it kept giving me that the SDA, which is the internal hard drive, it's giving me hard sectors 101 and 165. They're having issues with the input output. And the DVD burner is in this one, which was in here. The way you swap these things, you just push the little button here, pull it out. And as you clearly see on the inside, you probably won't see it. Maybe if I get a light, share a light on it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so on the inside here, come on, focus. Right over there is on the right side, that is the CD drive IDE port, and over here on the left is for another battery. So yes, you can have two batteries for this thing, which is nice, that we can have more power. I'm sorry, more power consumption. consumption or battery life. This one I paid for like whopping $12.99. Came with the charger. And I have the charger right here. And it's the same charger that can be set in here. This one has stickers on here, which will cast out my masculinity. And it was females that actually owned the system. Once I turned it on, I couldn't get in because those password protected. But safe mode never sees a fail. But I did check, and there was no personal data on this hard drive. But right now, I'm actually low level formatting it and putting a new operating system, and I'm putting a clean installation of Windows XP Professional on here with Service Pack 3. And this computer was basically up to date, and it was used, I'd say, like somewhere between 2015 2016, somewhere along those lines. And the clock battery on this thing is probably, well, deceased right now, so I have to go check that and see if it needs to be replaced. Hopefully it's the CR2032. Anyway, so that's a trackpad right there. It's got the Sigmatel audio, and I have no idea if I can run Windows 98 on this thing, but I'll not be amazed if I can. But Linux will not run because it requires the PAE instruction set, which the Celeron Mobile has right here. And let's see, I can see what's on here. This thing has a 40 gigabyte hard drive. When I checked to see how much space was left, I was blown away how much space was left. Whoever had this thing must took all their data off of here like a mad person, probably by using flash drives, because that thing only had a CD burner in it, and in order to burn DVDs you have to have a third-party software for that, and Windows XP only supports burning onto CDs with any mainline of the operating system. It was Windows Vista and later on that you could burn onto DVDs, Blu-ray, and all that good stuff. In fact, my main desktop downstairs has a Blu-ray player, a Blu-ray recorder in it. That I got at my local computer store. And so there you have it. And I can boot off of a floppy diskette drive, and I also have an external LS240 super drive that I've used on this IBM ThinkPad R40, which is right here. It's got a gigabyte of memory in it now. It's running Windows XP Professional with Service Pack 3 and all the good bells and whistles. Radeon 7500 mobility, 60 megabytes of memory, which is really low. This one has 32 megabytes, so these two right here. So they think I believe they only put the NVIDIA and the ATI graphics cards and the Pentium and the Intel laptops up until I'd say like mid to late 2000s, somewhere thereabouts. That was when they started putting the Intel GMA graphics, which of course I'm not really quite fond of because number one, acceleration is really bad, and number two, you can't play any games on it. Well, except if you're just only playing like 2D games, you can't play like 3D games with those things. Just like the compact Presario 6300 US desktop that had the Intel Extreme graphics in it, which was crap and no AGP support. And if it had AGP, I would have swapped it out with the GeForce 6200 AGP, which of course I have in the Pavilion 7955, which is over on the other side of the bed right now. So anyway, that is a video for these two laptops. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment if you have one.